Good evening and welcome to the art exhibition and meet the artist for the Virginia Beach Photography Club. This is the Central Library for Virginia Beach and I'm your host, librarian Sandy Hopkins. Tonight we have with us Tom Durst, and Tom is with the Virginia Beach Photography Club. He joined the club in 2010 to learn about photography, and he's been on the board of directors for the club since 2011, and he's currently the president of the club. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you, Sandy, for the introduction, and thank you for having me today for the give you the insight of the Virginia Beach Photography Club. We have the upcoming exhibit. Meet the Artist Reception is Wednesday, January 3rd, 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And then our photo gallery exhibit dates run from January 3rd through the 31st. And this is located at the Myra Obendorf Central Library at 4100 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. And to give you some understanding, the club presentation of the exhibit this time is 12 of our members have decided to participate. So you see a lot of varied photography exhibits here. Throughout the presentations, you'll see several samples of our artist's work. The title for this beautiful landscape is Main Lighthouse at Sunset by Zach Rappaport. Our club itself is a nonprofit organization that brings together photographers ranging from hobbyists, amateurs to professionals who share their experiences, knowledge, and education. Some of our members belong to other organizations such as the VPPA, the Virginia Professional Photographers Association. This dramatic work of art here is titled Drama in the Sky by Joan Grippo. And Joan is one of the members of the VPPA as well. The Virginia Beach Photography Club itself was established sometime in the 1980s as a place for amateur and professional photographers to share in the joys of photography. Our main goal was promoting education and excellence with an emphasis on camaraderie. We enjoy the work of other photographers, share stories about our photos, and learn different techniques. This unique view from the photographer's eye is contemplating the feast by Katherine Johnson. Katherine has had her own display in the past at the library as well. Our meetings are the first Tuesday of every month. They run from 7 to 9 p.m. We meet at the Providence Presbyterian Church in the Kempsville area of Virginia Beach. This magnificent wave is titled Splash by John Laurie, who was our past president for over 10 years of the club. We actually have professional speakers who share with us their expertise in an educational manner. Some of the topics this year that were discussed: stacking photos, iPhone photography and editing, outside portraits using natural light, back to basics with the exposure triangle. And this colorful scene's title is actually Bridge to Paradise by Donald Hughes. We have online monthly competitions for our photos. We have a photo competition monthly in 4 categories. They are color, black and white, digitally altered, and portrait. Each color category offers first, second, third places and honorable mention. Points are given to each winner based on their placement in the competition. These points accumulate throughout the year, and the photographer with the most overall points will be honored at the annual awards banquet. This extraordinary close-ups title is Dining at the Trumpet Vines by Henry Giese. Our club also gets together outside of our monthly meetings for group outings. Here are some of the places our members love to go. Norfolk Botanical Gardens, Back Bay National Wildlife Refuge, Alligator River National Wildlife Refuge, the Vibe District, Waterside, the Norfolk Zoo, and many others. Um, the group outings are a great opportunity for new and amateur photographers to have hands-on help from our more experienced members. We also put out a monthly newsletter to all our members as well, and also friends of the club. It's designed to give them ideas of events coming up with our meetings, who our speakers are, um, what their topics of the speakers are, and also when we have particular outings and where they are located and the dates. Plus, you also see on the one side we give honor to the individuals who had placements in the photo competitions themselves. We do a section on each category. We have a setup here showing you the October winners for color only for that category. Then we would also have the same for black and white, digitally altered, and portraits. Now, our contact information is available. We are available on Facebook under Virginia Beach Photography Club, and it will be with 890 followers because the other one would be only for members only. The email address where people can contact us or have questions is the Virginia Beach Photography Club at gmail.com.
Thank you so much, Tom. That was really interesting, and I learned a lot. It sounds like your club has been around for a long time. So I wanted to ask you though, are all the club members local?
Yes, they're all from the Hampton Roads area. Um, we have had one member that moved out of the area, and he really sends in some really nice photography into the competition. But since he's been a member for a number of years with us, we've kept him as a member.
So, but I guess would that be a requirement that you live in the area?
Yes,
Okay, because it is the Virginia Beach Photography Club.
yes.
Okay, and so is there a fee to join or for
Yeah,
members
the
to
annual
join?
annual membership dues is $30 a year. It's been that way for a number of years. The church that we go to, we have a reasonable fee, so that helps us out a lot, and that's why we've been able to keep our membership dues down. But yes, I think it's a minimal fee for a club today.
Yeah, very good. So I know in part of it, you were talking about how you would have speakers come in and have some sorts of classes. And one of the classes was about stacking photos. So can you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Stacking photos is a program generally run by a computer software uh, photography program that will where you can put multiple photos together and combine them. Some of the cameras today have a program called HDR, which is high definition resolution, that puts three different photos together automatically in the camera and comes out with one great picture. But the stacking system is, I mean, you could put multiple, I'm talking about hundreds of photos together. We had one of the gentlemen that did that. And I'll give you an example. What happens there is that an individual would take a picture of like a 10-year-old boy that liked Star Wars, as an example. So he'd take a picture of that boy dressed maybe in a Star Wars outfit, and then he would put a whole bunch of slides together, which combined with a Star Wars effect. Okay, the background and whatever else he would have put in there to make it look like bring in a Star Wars starship or something like that could be all added. And some of the work that this gentleman showed us in his presentation was had as many as 300 photos combined in one. So there's a lot of work involved with that type of stuff. The HDR program is nice. It's on your camera because it takes an underexposed photograph, an overexposed photograph, and a basic photograph of one thing that you're taking at one time. So it's taking three real quick photos and they're putting them together to give you the best possible dynamic of that photo itself. So it really is really neat to look at the HDR photos.
Very good. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, and so I was thinking, um, what if you don't have a camera? Could you still be a part of the club if you just take pictures with your phone? Could a person still
Sure, you
participate?
can. We have members, I mean, myself, I mean, I carry my iPhone with me. It's an iPhone 13 and my own semi-professional cameras I carry with me. Uh, as I told you earlier, that I was at the ODU football game a couple weeks ago, and I'm taking pictures with my camera, and I'm doing video with my phone, which really gives me some really nice stuff. We did have one of our speakers last year that came out and spoke to us on iPhone photography and also on iPhone photography editing. So
Very
it's,
good, very good. We do have some good books about that in the library too.
yes, I'm sure
S
you do.
Yeah. So, but it's always good to have the hands-on and the teaching from someone that is doing it right there. So,
Yeah.
you also mentioned the competition,
Mhm.
and, I was just gonna ask, how often do you have the competitions? And I know you said that people get points, but who actually gives them the points? Is it the general public or the members? How does that work, or judges?
Okay. The way the system works is the membership sends their photos into the competition to the membership chairman um, directly, and that individual puts that on a format to where it shows the picture they sent in, plus underneath there a choice of one first place, second place, or third place for each category: color, black and white, digitally altered, and portrait. Um, the club membership is then sent on an email when it's time to vote for the best in each category and that email, and then they open up that form and it tells them they have to put their email address in as a member, and they in turn they have to select first, second, and third place in each category, and then that comes back to the form automatically that's documented in the system, and then whoever the competition chairman is at the end of the voting period, which is generally over a 5-day period, we give our members time to have the time to go look at the competition online, and the members themselves vote on that. And the competition chair adds up all the first place for each person, then all the second place and all the third, and and then that's all how it's all tabulated for the monthly competition. And they get their awards and go from there.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Tom. It was really fun to see the variety of photographs that you showed in your presentation, and hear about the club. And thank you so much for sharing that with us. We're looking forward to seeing the actual photographs at the Central Library in January.
Well, thank you for having us, Sandy. We really appreciate it, and it was great. Hopefully, the people in the public will get to see who we really are, and I appreciate your time as well. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you again to Tom Durst, who is the president of the Virginia Beach Photography Club. And thank you all for joining us for the presentation. Please, we would like to invite you to please come to the Meet the Artist reception on Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024 at 6 o'clock. It's from 6 to 7:30 at the Central Library in Virginia Beach. There's free parking, and we hope to see you there. Thank you so much.